spouse fight over money? Do money problems get you down? Or perhaps you have plenty, but it never is enough? Your relationship with money can affect so many people along with your peace of mind. The book, It's Just Money, So Why Does It Cause So Many Problems, explores some of those deep-rooted issues.
And here to help us better understand, certified financial planner and author Karen Lee. She's with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I love the name of your book because, I mean, if you really think about it, all right, it's just money, so why does it cause so many problems?
Right.
I think the majority of marriages break up because of financial
Well,
issues.
it becomes a huge issue during divorce, but money's always problematic in most marriages.
What made you write about this?
Well, I went into financial planning 24 years ago, and I really just wanted to help people. About halfway through my career, I realized some people were getting it, but the vast majority weren't following the plan, and I thought, why is that?
Yeah.
I was following it, so I became sort of introspective and looked at the way I was raised. My father was an immigrant to this country, and I realized that I got taught some really incredible skills growing up. Then I started talking with my clients and people and asking them, what was it like when you were growing up, and how do you relate to money? And what I came to the conclusion is that it's your relationship with money that is going to make the difference of if you're going to be financially successful or not. It's not how much you earn. And it's not how educated you are. I work with a lot of educated people that make mistakes all along the way with money.
And does the relationship with money typically happen as a kid?
It
develop problems or issues with money?
Dow, it starts there, but it grows through time. For example, I know people who have been great savers, but then they get divorced, and they get wiped out in the divorce, and that changes their view of, why should I save? It could all disappear. So it's a combination of your childhood and your lifelong experience.
What makes this book different than other money books? Is this just filled with equations and a bunch of, like, all right, fill in your information?
No, and in fact, and I love maths, but what I knew is that is not how people are going to learn what my message is. So I learn through, and I teach through telling stories. And I'm completely fascinated with human behavior when it comes to how they think about money. So I thought maybe the public will be as interested in people's money stories as I am. So I wrote a book of stories, and it's 2 3-page segments that teach lessons. And I've separated it into the problems that I see, and how it affects relationships, and then financial planning.
And there'll absolutely be somebody that reads it and that story's about me.
Exactly. She's writing about me, or she's writing about my best friend.
So let's break it down. What are some of the exact things that we can learn reading your book?
Okay. Well, first of all, we want to help people identify what their problem is in their thinking. So do you live beyond your means, or are you on the other spectrum where you have fear of never having enough? So those stories are going to help you figure out sort of at the core, why do you make the decisions that you make? The next section, it's going to talk to you about your actual relationships. And as you know, couples fight. Divorce is just a good example where it really escalates. How about when somebody dies in the family? Whether there's a little money or a lot of money, people start getting feuding over it.
You might be a saver, he's a spender, or she's a spender and he's a saver, so you have to work those things out.
So I've written stories that talk about the what if. What if that scenario happened, and how would this family react to it?
Now, you say emotional intelligence is essential. What is emotional intelligence?
It's something that we should all be struggling every day to get more of in every area of our life. Emotional intelligence helps you understand why you do what you do in every facet of your life. So when it relates to money, why do I make certain purchases? Why do I spend? Why do I save? And that's a beginning point.
And you said that your dad taught you a lot of valuable skills.
My dad was an immigrant, and he came here very poor at 13 years old. And growing up, I have to be honest, it was very uncomfortable for me as a kid. I felt like we were the poor people. But they taught us skills. My mom was a great cook, taught us how to shop on sale for food, go to the clearance rack for clothing, save, and invest in the stock market.
So you obviously had a lot of challenges, and that's why you want everyone to know that they can be overcome.
I want everyone to understand that financial peace of mind is a key ingredient to happiness. And if you are struggling and you are stressed about money, there are deeper issues that you need to look at before the financial plan is going to work for you. So start taking a look at that first.
Do you find a lot of people when they're making X amount of money and then they have just this amount left at the end of the month, and then they start making X times 2, and they still just have that much left at the end of the month?
Thank you for bringing that up. That's one of my sections under problems, which is called windfalls and excess income. People just tend to rise up to the new amount that they're earning instead of grabbing hold of some of that excess. When that happened to me in my career, I said, what if this doesn't last? And I just saved more. But that's the difference of how people think about money. And here we are in Las Vegas, the world of
Windfalls.
and
and throwing money over,
gratification.
and the idea of just throwing that money down and hoping you get something.
Sometimes
it's really
we need a paradigm
interesting.
shift, and that's where you help us with that.
Right.
Thank you so
Great
much,
having
Karen.
you.
We
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
it.
You're so welcome.
Yes, thank you. For more information on Karen and her book, It's Just Money. So why does it cause so many problems? Go to KarenLeeAndAssociates.com. Right now, we are giving away 2 copies of Karen's latest book for free. You don't have to spend a dime. Save
Nice.
yourself some money.
Yes.
Caller 13 and 14 wins. Our number, 876-1301. Again, 876-1301. And good luck to you.